I 100% agree with you. I'm really, I think the thing that really Arena really showcases here, especially, is like the movement, the micro, and the tech that you can display on a lot of these characters. Looks like MD's starting off strong here.
Oh, I had it minimized. Are we in it? We're in it.
Yep.
Let's go. Yep. So we are 1-1 here, diving into match 3, first round. As we see Krillo going for a res here. 1 minute left. It looks like GaY off to a little bit of a rough start. Moonlit Battlegrounds looking strong as always, trying to force Krillo off of this res. Almost able to get it through. Maybe 1 or 2 seconds left, but in the end, Height is able to push him off. Now the rest of Moonlit Battlegrounds on the assault. Kenneth giving Krillo nowhere to go with that nade. Lord Vader going out into the abyss, trying to get the knock. Krillo got to be low on glider fuel here. Maybe has 1 more feather left. In the end, is going to go down.
Speaking of this game's versatile movement, if there's one person I love watching play Abyss and have clean movement, Krillo, to his credit, has insanely good movement.
True. And that's like, there are certain players that are just exceptionally good. Like the movement is like, you know, I completely agree. Like part of the combat equation, but just a beautiful part of SUPERVIVE. And anytime I think of movement in this game, I think of Jay, the Yggdrasil. Like he is just like first on the Aluna and now on the Void. He is like a movement connoisseur, as it were. But here we see GaY looking to just play around these orbs. We see him getting a lot of healing through, but taking so much damage from the side of Moonlit. And they're kind of in this choke. Krillo off to the side trying to open it up a little bit, but the rest of Moonlit just instantly collapses on him. Now, one shot forced out into Abyss. It looks like Miles is going to tag Lord Vader there. So GaY having advantage. Numbers advantage. Krillo able to make it back, heal up. So GaY might be able to reverse this entire round around on Moonlit Battlegrounds. They actually have Myth actually isolated here. Oh, Spades goes huge. Trades 3 Virida Fury arrows into Krillo. Oh, but Miles answering back, takes out Spades. Almost a monster play, but Height, the race.
Height was just ready to go on the beacon up there.
What a like really heads up play. 15 seconds left though. They really have to make it happen here. We see him just going full send for the fire. GaY trying to use those Eva orbs to hold down that fire position. Actually roasting Height. Oh, but they are going to get it through. Laser coming through, blocked by Height shield. Still just vying for that fire position. Overtime here. Have to stay on fire. Oh, and they trade. Krillo goes down, but they get it. They trade it back. Height down as well. 3v3. So much damage coming out. Vader gets the ship through, gets a knock, but they trade again in the 2v2. Oh, GaY showing up huge in this round. They get the knock onto Spades, and then thank you, Chef, able to finish off Vader. Really nice round from GaY to not only you know recover and push fire themselves, but then fend off another round of Moonlit Battlegrounds after the res. Really well played.
I love seeing Thank You Chef back from his vacation, just absolutely stomping on people here. Good job, Chef.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Oh, Tsunami looking for a grab onto Height, able to isolate him out for a second. He's going to shift back to his team. A little bit of a reset here. Everyone healing up. GaY kind of looking to maybe pinch Moonlit Battlegrounds. You see Krillo on the south, Tsunami on the north. Tsunami looking for the grab. Follow up, Krillo ult's not going to be able to find much here, so multiple cooldowns down for the side of GaY. Might be Moonlit's chance to look for an angle. Vader is looking, trying to put out pressure, takes so much damage going in, gets caught with a spike out of the ultimate. Big kind of like catch there coming through from the side of GaY. Oh, but Moonlit Battlegrounds rotates perfectly. They don't finish the Wisp. Oh my goodness. Moonlit Battlegrounds. Just the very heads-up play, instantly going around the Wisp. GaY doesn't try to finish him off, but they're just doing so much damage. They actually trade back again, and they have their own Wisp left still. So GaY, despite, you know, having kind of like a window there, is going to be able to recover and be just fine themselves. This is like super close, Kyle.
Yeah, it is, and I would really like to point out like how well Tsunami has been holding space with his orbs here. He has just been absolutely zoning MD off of like half of their entry points this entire fight so far. Oh, he finally goes down in it.
Dude, this is such a close match. Into the 2v2 here, just trading 1-for-1 across the board, and it looks like in the end, Miles and Krillo pull it out for the side of GaY, but what a round there. Just knock after knock after knock, both teams doing excellent jobs recovering, and probably like, you know, there's only 8 players on the map, but like 20 kills that round.
I know it. Okay, I have another hot take. I feel like Eva is more of a controller than a healer.
Just because of the space she can create with her orb control? I can see that.
I think she actually controls space better than Celeste does.
I mean, you know, this is my first time thinking about that, but I maybe agree. I think I agree with you, because especially with the 2 orbs out, and if she's doing a good job juggling them, healing them, I don't know how many of them run that like orb heal reset with the Q, but definitely like an angle for, you know, working that zone control angle. And I completely agree. Tsunami been doing a crazy job with it. Actually finding so many angles on the Moonlit Battlegrounds here, looking like they're going to take a round 3. They're going to knock height. They're going to get Spade Storm. So GaY putting themselves up 3-1 against MB.
Wow, really, really good stuff from GaY here. They're playing these fights super, super slow, making sure to close off basically like MB's angles to entry, and like Vader hasn't been able to actually effectively dive and cut somebody off from GaY yet.
Yeah, it's like, and then that's basically, if the Jewel can't do that, she's not doing much, and that's basically what we're seeing here. And like this, Miles actually popping off on the Saros too, but backed up with that thank you Chef laser. These two are just absolutely cleaving Moonlit Battlegrounds, like without anything else going on. So much range pressure MB has to deal with here.
I know, and you know, this is kind of the first time I noticed this with GaY's team comp, but like they basically have triple poke plus Eva. like they don't really have a frontliner.
It's looking pretty toxic. Like it is working very well for them. Like Moonlit Battlegrounds, an incredibly strong team. We saw them absolutely dominating in that first match we watched of the day, and here GaY finding the answer, actually putting so much pressure out, taking a 4th round here as Miles finds another knock onto Kenneth. Now Moonlit Battlegrounds, with only 1 round themselves, have to put together a 4-round streak here, because this is match point, Kaya. We came into this 1-1.
Ooh, the portal.
Oh, that is huge. Utility. Like, look at the speed to the fire. You love to see it. All right, so we got Eva orbs out. We got Abyssal Breaker coming through. Krillo forced out, is fully stacked. Is the Jewel going to follow? Looks like not. So Krillo able to reset with a little heals there. And MB now finding a fire angle. GaY looking to reset a little bit. But there's just so much damage pressure coming out.
Miles is just absolutely pumping damage right now. Like we were talking earlier about how Saros maybe is not the biggest DPS dealer, but I don't know, Miles I feel like is making a case for it. This game.
That's fair. That is fair. So we see there, Moonlit Battlegrounds do find an angle of their own. Height with a really nice kind of entry, pushing Eva into the wall, getting those hammers through. They're able to take out the Eva, this super oppressive zone control healing force, give themselves a chance to take this round, stay in this game, keep themselves out of the losers bracket. But it looks like Krillo has Saros Miles down to the south is going to be able to get the res through. So despite Krillo not being able to do much on the top, actually does exactly what he needs to, as the distraction gives GaY time to res. Now we have full force 4, but 12 seconds, Kaya, as they push into this fire, have to go.
10 seconds left.
It's going to be a little bumpy here, I think. Oh, that's a lot.
God.
The bush cheese.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Good stuff from MB, though. They're coming up with their reverse sweep strategy right now.
Luna says, wow.
That was some classic NA bush cheese right there, if I've ever seen it.
I mean, that's like the perfect spot to do it. Like, they really have no other option except to run straight at your bush. So that's what they do. End up getting instant, but really nice round from Moonlit Battlegrounds to kind of show recovery here, not let this match get away from them, and doing another really good job here, putting a lot of pressure out. They did get a kill confirmed early. Now Tsunami fully stacked, just needs 1 jewel shift, but early res through, coming here from the side of Carbine, is going to maybe be able to get it through, and he does. So Krillo showing up huge for his team. GaY again getting another chance, except this time way more time left.
Yep, and MB does have to spend time here basically capping the base camp as well, and maybe gives them time to push up.
And so MB, like, they are finding these angles where they're catching members of GaY isolated. We see it again right there, where they kind of catch RTK out a little bit, able to get that early knock. And we saw it earlier in the last round as well, with basically what Height did to Eva. and they're able to trade one back onto Vader there, but just insta-res with the Oath, and Vader right back in, double shift, gets Miles out as well. So now GaY down to 2, down to 1 as Tsunani taken out there. Just going to be thank you, Chef, left, and not going to be able to do much here against the full force of MB. So MB rising up, taking 2 rounds in a row, putting us to a 3-4.
Dang, GaY's got to clutch it up and finish this game out, or MB's looking like they're figuring out the strategy right now. So,
and there's like, yeah, it reminds me so much of basketball, the way it like streaks.
Yeah.
It's like one team is like scoring and the other team's like struggling, and then like the other team starts to score and then they get confidence and like momentum, and then the other team's like questioning their lives and their momentum, and it's like, but Height there looking for the shift Abyssal Breaker, isn't able to get much as Krillo shifts back. GaY gonna recover here off of that Eva healing. So a little bit of reset. Looks like Vader looking for the entry there. Gonna shift in, just shift right back out. Miles continuing to just pump on this Saros. Not only big damage, but also constant anti-heals. That's 3 shots in a row, 4 just constant damage connection. And then you have the Ghost following it, Kai. It's actually so hard to deal with.
It is so hard to deal with. Like, Chef is just there, ready to push up and use that low cooldown shift on the Ghost to really, like, chunk out these targets. And Tsunani's just there protecting them all. Sorry.
No, you're good. Totally cool. I just Height like shifts it in for the Abyssal Breaker over there. Isn't gonna get much again. So and the grab from Tsunani pulls Height back in, able to shift out, put the Bright Shield up, stay just fine. MB recovering now. Krill, thank you, Chef, gets the laser snipe through, but again MB just recovering. Look, it's just they're just trading back every single time.
There's just so much damage coming out of GaY. They're just poking them from so far away. Now that they've managed to establish themselves on the point, it's going to be really hard for MB to actually get back in here.
Wow, Tsunani with the huge last second force. The MB thought they had an angle. Height shifts onto the fire. Tsunani cues him off for the split second that he's off with another teammate not there. GaY take the round they need to win the entire match. So what a...
I don't know, let's see.
Let's see. All right, diving into... So we thought it was 1-1. And it ended in the last game. That was a mistake. It was actually, that was the first match that we saw. So this is second match coming in here. So we have GaY up 1-0 on the series, and diving into round 1 here of match 2 as Moonlit Battlegrounds looking for a little bit of an answer with a comp change. Abyssal Breaker through, looking pretty big, but not able to finish anything off with it. Tsunani able to take out Lord Vader on the top. They trade back. Tsunani down. 2 members from GaY down off of the side of that. Reverse engage from the side of Moonlit. So Moonlit looking really strong here, actually. The last 2 members of GaY kiting it out to the south. Going to look for a res angle. Krillo splitting off to the left while Miles maybe looking to play distract on the right here. But it is going to be Miles on the carbine. Thank you, Chef, on the brawl. Miles not going to be able to do much here. They split it 2-2. Going to be Krillo fending off these 2 members. The rest of Moonlit coming over to find him. So it looks like it is going to be early round going Moonlit's way. Krillo trying to do crazy Vivo stuff. So not going to be able to do much here.
Nice try from Krillo. Nice try. It looks like, yeah, Chef is on the brawl, and I'm really liking MB's answer to GaY here this round. They're basically like, they took away a lot of their poke because they didn't want to play against the Eva control it with 3 poke players again, and now GaY is kind of forced in this position where they only really have like the range on Miles, it looks like. So they're gonna have to do a lot of work to push in here and actually take this space away from MB.
Yeah, completely agree. We look like Beck in there not quite able to connect. Tsunani last match doing a really good job kind of splitting out Height with that Beckon, trying to do it again there. Height reading it, shifting out, trading big damage here from both sides. But Moonlit Battlegrounds kind of took the ranged carry angle for themselves. You got the Ghost, you got the Myth, trading big range damage pressure here. And Kenneth able to do work on that Zeph as well. And the Zeph Oath, incredibly hard to break, so I completely agree. But here it is, the Beckon into the ultimate from the Eva. Huge combo coming through on the side of GaY. They take out Kenneth, they take out Height, and just like that, Moonlit Battlegrounds on the back foot. GaY actually looking so strong here with a perfectly executed engage off the back of that Eva. Tsunani, again, showing up huge.
Yeah, that was really, really good work. I mean, we haven't really seen in our games yet today team actually coordinate a dive super well, but that was kind of like textbook coordinating a dive onto the two main frontliners. They're trying to hold the neutral space for MB and just really playing through that execution.
Gotta love it.
If they can do it again.
So a little bit of trading here. Moonlit Battlegrounds has early fire position. Height looking to isolate Miles, gets the shift Bright Shield into the wall, followed with a Abyssal Breaker. They are going to be able to follow. Spadestorm's big arrows takes out Miles, putting it to a 3v4. Krilla looking to trade back onto Vader. Vader shifts that Tonk to the right. Tsunani looking to do something with the Eva as well. Probably just buy a little bit of time as we do see really early peel out coming here from the side of GaY. And the other two members just playing Distract. Actually really good call out here by the team. They're going to get a full resurrection reset here. Krilla probably wanting to die. Probably trying to die. Looks like they're not. They're reading it. They're not killing him. Wow. So actually really well played there from Moonlit Battlegrounds, ensuring that it remains at least a 3v4, not letting GaY buy that time to get Krilla rest as well. So actually really love that from MB. Now going to be back to a 3v4, looking for a little entry on the brawl. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be an uphill battle for GaY here. Like pushing, with 4 hunters, it's hard to crack through the Zeph Oath, and with just 3, without that Bebo threat, the bomb down, the Tonk and stuff, able to just kind of clean him up there on the re-engage. So really, strategic from Moonlit on waiting on Krilla there to put him to 1-1.
Yep, and unfortunately Tsunani had to push up really aggressively there and got almost instantly punished in one shot, so no cheeky beck in place from Tsunani there in the second half of that one.
And we see here again Moonlit Battlegrounds looking for early fire position. GaY like completely surrounding him. We see huge flank from Thank You Chef in the backline, grapples in. Big ult coming out from Eva, but gonna whiff on both the ult and the beckon. Moonlit Battlegrounds answers back. Kenneth, really nice grenade into ulti there. Chunks huge damage out of multiple members. They take out Miles. Height looking to help finish up, stop that Wisp res. But in the end, it looks like this orb control coming through for the side of GaY is going to be enough to res Miles. Barely, bro. Just fractions of a second there. They get him out with literal 1 HP. So GaY able to recover to 4 here. Now it's up to them to push back onto fire. 45 seconds left. Plenty of time. Looking for it here. It looks like almost like a backfire where the Tonk Height gets pulled out of the Tonk by the Eva ult. So a little bit of a interesting interaction there between multiple channels, but Thank You Chef finds the dunk onto Spadestorms, gives them exactly what they need, numbers advantage with time left to play around this fire. Krillo capping the fire with this bomb, Beckon through coming from Tsunani, gonna whiff onto Kenneth, but it doesn't matter, able to finish up with the brawl, just gonna be high left. Has a dream, but probably not going to be able to do much here as he kind of just Tony Hawk Pro Skaters it into GaY as GaY take their second round. Dude, I hate this bug scoreboard, man. That's 2-2, right? Or am I?
Yeah, I think it's 2-2 right now for GaY. And,
I'm so bad at like tracking score round to round after multiple arena games. Like we're
locked in. You're locked in
yeah, I actually can't do it. Like I need to like actually write it down, and the fact that this scoreboard doesn't do it for me still is very frustrating.
TC, fix it. TC, please.
It's okay, arena scoreboard maybe not their priority. It's okay, but we will deal with it. I'll try to flex my brain a little harder. But if it is the case, we have an extremely even match here. Oh! Ultimate on the Zeph ult. Thank You Chef stays alive barely, but in the end it's a 1-for-1. Tsunani goes down, Lord Vader goes down, trying to get the res off on Vader. Height does have the Q through, isn't gonna be able to get up. Spadestorm's in the 1v1 with Miles. Whoever wins this is gonna give their team big advantage. Spadestorm takes it, so now 4-2. They take out Krillo as well. MB showing up huge. But Thank You Chef, early res.
Looks like Chef is gonna get this off too. Yep, 100%, but now it's going to be all on GaY to actually push in and create the space again. I don't know how many cooldowns they have back up after their attempted engage earlier. We're going to have to see, but it's definitely an uphill battle with MB having the full blue armor as the base can advantage and even playing on the high ground here. Definitely going to be an uphill battle for the sides of GaY. We see Krillo with the Tonk trying to bully him in. Height answers with the Abyssal Breaker. Eva ult coming out, not going to be able to catch much.
Krillo looking to trade in the middle. Height doing a big job just splitting up the entire side of GaY. Multiple members super low. Tsunani trying to live to the left, but Height with the shift into the bright shield, into the wall, just completely deletes him. GaY just getting whittled down by this oppressive MB damage. And it's really like similar to what we saw in the last match, Kaya, where if you can't like find an engage answer to the ranged pressure, it's just going to chunk you out. Like, and almost at a certain point force you to engage, because you're just taking so much damage that you're running out of time. You're having to push fire. You just don't have any options.
Yeah, especially playing into Zeph, it's like a very big battle of attrition. Like, you have to be able to get the angle and either displace Height or be able to get the pick on Zeph here. And, it looks like Tsunami's trying to do that.
Barely wide with the Beacon there. Nice nade coming through. Gonna catch Tsunami, but not gonna be able to do much to follow. Thank you, Chef. Maybe looking for an entry here. A lot of trading still. Moonlit Battlegrounds always trying to play for that fire. They don't get it this round early though, so GaY actually have a little bit of an angle on the fire. Huge damage coming through from the Ghost. Vader actually doing work. Thank you, Chef. Really chunked out, healing. They put GaY puts a lot of pressure out into Kenneth there. Thank you, Chef. Following up with the Brawl entry. Finds the Ghost kind of isolated, super low. Miles answering as well, is going to find Vader there. So after multiple attempts, Vader goes down. The rest of Moonlit Battlegrounds collapses on him, gets the res up, but it costs Spadestorms their life on the bottom right. So GaY just doing an excellent job kind of isolating the carries from the side of Moonlit Battlegrounds, taking him out. Thank you, Chef. Barely connecting the R&B there. Is going to put Lord Vader down, not into a box anymore, but into Wisp State. Not going to be able to follow up with the res for the side of MB. So after a really close round, GaY taking another one. GaY looking so strong here, Kaya. Really surprising me.
10 seconds left.
Very, very, very well played from GaY there. Denying out that early bonfire cap, like you were saying, it was a huge deal because MB weren't able to really play around their actual bonfire advantage there and didn't get the armor advantage, and then GaY was just able to play that battle of attrition out. Look for their picks again.
See, pick here, Zethel coming through for Kenneth. They're going to catch Tsunami. That's a big trade as the healer's down. We see Height making sure Tsunami does go to a box in the north. So they lock in the 3v3 as GaY trades one as well, it looks like.
Oh, the bomb kind of was just a little bit wide on the actual
Oh, Vader connects the nade onto Thank You, Chef. Just so much damage when Day's there. Coming out from the Ghost, doing it again on the Krill with the laser. Lord Vader on the Ghost, showing up massive.
And it looks like GaY's just kind of in a recovery position here now. Tsunami's trying to get Krillo back up, but what unfortunately not able to find out. Wisp and Height's going in big.
Really nice shift forward into the Abyssal Breaker, putting so much damage pressure out. GaY completely split off, trying to get a res onto Krillo, but Spadestorm's not going to let that happen. A 1, a 2, a 3 for Spadestorms that round. Really nice follow-up from the side of Moonlit Battlegrounds to lock in that victory. And, well, can someone help me? What are we at? Are we 4-3, 3-3? 4-3, okay.
4-3. Yeah, 4-3.
Thank you. 4-3 here for the side of Moonlit. And so not quite match point, but Moonlit want this round so they can take the series to 1-1. Looking to play around that early fire vision like they have been, but Eva trying to do all her zone control to force him off, trading so much damage in the middle, but in the end, Thank You, Chef takes out Kenneth. Gonna trade his own life in return though. Vader takes him out into the 3v3. Huge Beacon from Tsunami, pushes both of them back in. Highest one shot, Kenneth is down, but Vader trades back Krillo. They're trying to get the Wisp res onto Chef to put it back to a 3v3. Krillo's still in a Wisp, but looks like is gonna be a box soon. So just like that, we're back to like a 3v3 reset. These rounds are so close, Kyle.
They are. Krillo is going in there for, I think he was honestly just trying to zone and buy time for the 2v2 that Miles and Tsunami were having, and he played it super well, but unfortunately, yeah, now it's going to be down to a 3v3, and with one of their engage options down, it's going to be a lot harder for GaY to actually find this entry.
Dang, and Tsunami looks there, shifts forward, actually gets caught and deleted so quickly before he can set up the Beacon ult play. Almost gets insted by the side of Moonlit. So Moonlit kind of poised and ready for them to look for kind of an entry there. They insta Tsunami, and it's just going to be Miles left. So Moonlit Battlegrounds look like they are going to take this round, put the entire series to a 1-1 unless Miles does something absolutely crazy. Don't expect to see it because he's literal 1 health is going to get taken out there by Vader. So Moonlit Battlegrounds, a huge round for them to put them on a match win.
Yeah, I fixed it. All right, you guys see it?
There we go. There we go. We're in. No lag. Let's go, baby. All right. So I don't think anything has happened yet. Did we miss a round?
MB took the first round over GaY.
Okay.
And now we're on the second round here.
Let's go. So MB up 1-0. GaY looking to answer back here. Big damage pressure out early. Thank you, Chef. Looking for the entry on the brawl there. Is going to get forced off. MB backing out, but GaY now has fire angle. Krillo on it. Throws the bomb down. Going to be locking in this fire. Tsunami working that zone control with the Eva on the side. Thank you, Chef. Looking for an entry. Kind of has flank on the right here. Oh, huge! Back in again from the side of Tsunami. Pulls in Kenneth. Pulls in Height. Literal one shot. Trying to res Kenneth. Is going to be able to... Oh, but the bright shield gets canceled by the bomb. Huge heads up play by Krillo to stop the Oath Q on the side of Kenneth. Miles finishes it with the Carbine ultimate. Actually, such clean execution here for the side of GaY. Can they finish it? Height or Lord Vader gets a kill onto Miles. So they are going to be able to answer back for a second, but in the end, it's not going to matter. GaY, what a masterclass round that was.
I mean, I gotta say it for Tsunani's sake, but it just caster diff. Caster diff! Let's go, Tsunami!
Let's go. That was a beautiful beckon, and Tsunami showing up all day here on the Eva, making it really hard for Moonlit Battlegrounds to lock in a victory. It's very often, like Kaya, at the beginning, we always see MB positioning as a group around fire, really leaning in to the Zeph Oath and the range carries behind him, and GaY always kind of on this flank. They got the Bebo, they got the Brawl, trying to find those pick angles. And it's been such an interesting dynamic because early MB was capping fire right away, but GaY has found a way to play this early entry where they're not giving MB the time to cap fire. So even though MB trying to stay together as a group and kind of work that, like, you know, death ball angle, they're not going to quite basically GaY is finding a really good job answering here by keeping this zone control. Another huge beckon from Tsunami into the ultimate, isolates multiple members. They're not gonna get stunned, but Lord Vader is gonna get taken out anyway. Height is one. Kenneth uses the whole ult to heal Height and try to get the res onto Vader. It is gonna be worth. Actually, nice heads up play from Kenneth to give MB really quick recovery there. Back to full force. Height kind of throws the Abyssal Breaker out a little bit as just like a, you know, zoning tool there. Not able to get much out of it. Does force GaY back a little bit. 20 seconds left though. No one has fire. Going to be very close round here. Thank you, Chef. Looking for the entry in the brawl. Both range members of MB kite backward, but the Krillo bomb putting Lord Vader so close to death there. MB just doing a fantastic job recovering this round. All four back at full health. Again, 2 seconds left. No one has fire. It's going to come down to it here. Whoever can lock in these kills is going to win. This is so
No
spicy.
one has fire. No one has armor. It's just back and forth right now.
I was seeing, like, I'm wondering why the Bebo bomb is not on the fire, and we saw Krillo try to throw it there, kind of bounces over, bungees it back, but it's not going to be in time as MB doing such a good job answering. Spadestorms gets one, gets two. Krillo finds a knock to trade back, so Spadestorms is down. GaY a little bit on the back foot, but finding the answer here, has the 2v2, all going to come down to hands here. As Krillo throws the bomb down onto the fire. Did it sneakily though. Did Moonlit Battleground see it? Kenneth super heads up play. Did see it. Autoing the bomb. Height doing a good job working down. Krillo is going to get that knock. Just going to be Miles left. And going to be so hard to push his way through this Zeph Oath. But actually doing a pretty good job here.
Yeah, I feel like once you find yourself in a 2v2 against Zeph Oath and you're playing Carbine and Bebo, that's just a hard position to be in.
They actually played it really well, though. Really close round. In the end, Moonlit Battlegrounds able to hold their ground.
All right, so it's 2-1 now. 2 for MB, 1 for GaY so far.
Delicious Kenneth. I fucking love that. Delicious Kenneth. Fucking really heads up play by Kenneth that round. I love Kenneth too. Just such a cool dude. Thank you, Chef. Looking
Good
for the
comms.
flank here. Yeah, good comms. We got GaY a little bit split. 3 to the top left is Thank you, Chef, on the bottom right here. And it looks like he's not going to be able to get back in time as Spadestorms takes out Miles. A little bit of a rough start for GaY. They were going for that normal strategy we were talking about last round where they kind of try to surround MB, but they did get one caught out there. And Thank You Chef not able to get back in time, does get taken out by Spadestorm. So really definitive looking round for Moonlit Battlegrounds here after an insanely close one previously. Oh, unless Krill gets his res.
Ooh, I believe in you, Krill. No! Nice try, nice try.
Indeed. Not quite able to do it. So, Kaya, it's like, it was really close, but that's a couple back-to-back for MB, right? Where are we 3-1 now?
Yeah, we are 3-1. I feel like this team comp is much more difficult for GaY to actually execute. Like, we're running back basically the same team comp that we saw last game, and MB won with this team comp last game. They just have so much neutral control, and GaY has to basically, like, make these openings for themselves and actually claim this space back from them.
Which basically we see him do with like successful Evo Beckons and stuff, trying to get one there. They do find a pick on the Vader, but traded back instantly with the Abyssal Breaker stun on the Thank You Chef. Instant right there. So now in the 3v3, GaY looking to maybe continue the pressure. MB trying to play around the fire still. Oh, so much damage pressure coming out. And it's just going to be like without the brawl. Yeah, they don't have the same kind of angle to kind of break up the force of the Zeph Oath. So going to be a little bit harder here, but that Bebo bomb is doing so much damage. The problem is that, like, look how quickly they recover with the Oath, with the Zeph, so much healing. Oh! I was like, dude, I thought that was coming from the other side. I was like, it's gonna kill him, but it heals him to full. Delicious Kenneth with the full heal on the Spadestorms, and Spadestorms uses that heal to perfection, finds the shift R&B into Miles, takes him out there. So Spades looking to take out.
A Fiki too.
Indeed. So it looks like GaY probably going to have the round here as Spadestorm's under a lot of pressure. They use the full Eva ultimate to lock him down. Kenneth, last one left, not going to be able to do much, so does get taken out there. But really spicy round, and in the end, GaY answering back, stopping the MB momentum, now 3-2.
Maybe we're going to be on our streak now, like we were talking about earlier. It's GaY's streak now.
The basketball streaking. It's like, I feel like all sports have this, where it's like you get, like, momentum is a very real thing, not just in the physical world, but like as a sort of concept. And when you get this sort of momentum on your side, it can very much like literally help you play better. You're feeling yourself, you're feeling the confidence, you're, you know, kind of in that flow state, not thinking about, you know, the past and the future, just totally locked in. And we see it here as MB trying to lock in, take out GaY. They do take out Tsunani, the probably most oppressive force they need to eliminate on the side of GaY to secure victory. If MB takes this round, it is going to put GaY onto match point. They're going to have to win 3 in a row at that point if they want to advance in the winner's bracket here. We see split res on both sides. It looks like it did come through on the north side. Tsunani back up, doing work with those orbs, trying to stay in it, but height, Abyssal, or a shield breaker, or bright shield, sorry, into the wall. Gonna tag both of them there. And Krillo on the south side gets taken out as well. So Moonlit Battlegrounds looking very strong here, looking like they are gonna be able to put it to 4-2.
Yeah, I would almost say that, like, the beginning of this round was almost a little bit of a misplay from Tsunani. He was playing extremely aggressively, and his team just wasn't really quite there on his sides to actually protect him when Height, like, full engaged on him with the Abyssal Breaker.
So this is match point here. It's up to GaY. They have to find their angle. They have to find in this ring and move down to the loser bracket and have to battle their way out of that. We see Thank You Chef doing work on the south side. Tsunani backing him up with those Eva orbs. Krillo taking a bit of damage in exchange. They almost get a knock, but fully recovering off the heels. Krillo in the rain is going to get taken out by Spadestorms there. Really nowhere to go, and MB just collapsing on the rest of GaY. What was looking like such a clean start for Grapes and Yams is looking a little dire here as we see Thank You Chef going for the res. Ooh, almost tags the spike, gets the rest of GaY back. 45 seconds, Kaya, but they got to push across this gap.
They jump in the car, they hop in the whip, but it's not quite enough. Krillo goes down right after ulting into all of MB.
I think they maybe had time to go in together. I don't know if shipping it 2 in the Tonk was the play there. 45 seconds is plenty of time. I think if they maybe like kind of push together to the left, they have more of an angle, but there's just so much, you know, there's so much pressure, there's so much going on. It's just like, you just got to make the call sometimes. They try to go for it. In the end, doesn't working out for him. And when the Battlegrounds, like really nice recovery and like almost like a comp recovery, Kaya. It was like